infection, the immune system will come out, a certain type of cell will start to make antibodies against the virus, and it will secrete something called IgM antibodies.
Right.
Those will rise and fall and go away. At the same time, it'll start to make IgG antibodies, immunoglobulin G antibodies. Those will never go away, but they calm down. And then what happens is we have what are called memory cells, especially what are called B cells. But at any rate, what happens is that because the medical profession is taught, and all health professions are taught, that because immunoglobulin G will never go away, that if immunoglobulin G is elevated, it probably doesn't mean anything, and just ignore it. But what happens when you talk to the immunology community, they will tell you that when the IgG number is elevated and the IgM number is fine, that if the IgG is 5 times greater than the upper limit of normal, so let's just say that the upper limit of normal is 21.9, that's a LabCorp value. And anything greater than that would be considered high. If it's 5 times more than this, in other words, if it's greater than about 107, then usually that means that these viruses are active in the background, actively replicating. It doesn't mean that you have a gross new infection, that your lymph nodes are going to swell out. It means that you
might just be exhausted.
You just have an active background infection that's draining your resources, just like a virus on a computer. You can't see it, you can't feel it, you can't find it, unless you have antivirus thing, but it's draining your resources, and if you have a laptop, it's draining your battery. And so if IgG numbers are elevated, but IgM is okay, it means you don't have an acute flare, you have a chronic background overactivity of those viruses.
So what do we do about it?
The best thing I know is the supplements that I'm recommending to promote resolution, which is berberine and fish oil. All fish oils, all omega-3s contribute to resolution of infections through something called, believe it or not, resolvins, and some are better for brain than others. Like DHA is really great for brain. EPA is better for body because of the resolvins that they contribute to. And then there's protectins, which come from fish oil, and omega-3s. So that, along with berberine, which is a known to help against these viruses, minerals, all the things. Probiotics, yeah. You can't say it's a specific treatment. You just want to boost up her immune system and support her health so that her own immune system can tamp that down.
Great. Thank you so much for understanding these numbers.